Welcome to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Another beautiful day here. Everybody seems to be holding their breath, waiting for this impending blob of seaweed to come ashore. Well, we've got a new problem. Sewage now has been seen and smelt coming ashore between 4th Street and 6th Street in Playa del Carmen. You can smell it. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Now just for context, we have a map here. I have circled this section right here. This is right beside the ferry dock, beside Park Los Fundadores, beside the Playa del Carmen statue and sign. We're going to start our walk here this morning and we're going to proceed to this area right here between 4th and 6th Street. There's reports that sewage has been washing ashore onto the beach in this section. Let's go check it out. Well, look at that. Washed ashore. Imagine waking up to that and the smell of that and the flies. It's all over the beach here in this one section. I think you can see the tiny little gnats and flies and all the stuff that's hovering around that. And I look out at the water here. It's another beautiful day in Playa del Carmen. The weather a little bit cooler today, but look at that sky. There's the ferry dock. Playa del Carmen is a beautiful place. We've got, I don't know if that's 100% seaweed there, but it's on the beach. And as we walk, we're going to see that there isn't much here after this section because they have hundreds of people. That's seaweed. They've got hundreds of people cleaning the beach. And that's what I love about Playa del Carmen. Unlike the video I did yesterday on Tulum, people aren't cleaning up the beach. There is garbage all over the beach and there's seaweed all over the beach. But look at this. This is Playa del Carmen and you're going to see there are probably 20, 30 families with their kids cleaning up the beach. The water is darker in this section of the beach. Seaweed is not the issue here today. It's the sewage that I alluded to in the intro. And I'm going to read something from the Cancun Sun because this water, it's smellier today. It's not a seaweed situation. The seaweed is not supposed to get here for another minimum 2 to 3 weeks. And I was thinking, I was hoping that these beaches would be good, but look at these families. We've got a whack of families. There's a famous statue. Park Los Fundadores is just beyond the big iconic statue there. You see these families on the beach. You have mothers with their children. They have garbage bags. They all have plastic gloves on. They are all picking up garbage and they are putting the garbage in these bags. And I don't know if they're getting paid for this or not. Like I've heard that a lot of these people are volunteers and what they're doing, they're raking it up and they're putting it in these little clumps on the beach. A guy with a wheelbarrow comes along, picks it up, puts it in the wheelbarrow. And this is 7:30, 7:45 in the morning. So if you came out here at 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd probably be oblivious that there is seaweed on the beaches here in the water at all. Because look at, we had 2 and 3 people cleaning up the beach a few weeks ago. If you're watching any of my videos, we had 2 people probably 3 weeks ago manning the other beach. Now we have minimum 50 walking this beach, picking up garbage. We've got a whole bunch of people with rakes and forks and picking up this garbage. But like I said, the seaweed and the garbage is not the issue today. The issue is the sewage. Now in the last 2 days, Playa del Carmen's been going crazy because a whole bunch of sewage that has been flowing out between 4th Street and 6th Street up ahead here. And I am going to read a little article from the Cancun Sun, and a whole bunch of tourists on some Facebook stuff have been chatting about it, and it has spread like wildfire. Like, look at all these people. The guys in the white shirts there with the rakes are basically directing these people what to do and in what direction to go. So they're basically in charge, and I'm not even sure if they're volunteers or if they work for the city and they're getting paid here or not. But you've got a whole bunch of people, mothers and their children, walking the beach here, picking up garbage. There's another little clump. They have been here for an hour before sunrise, making sure this beach is spotless. I've got to give it to them for wanting to keep this beach clean with the rakes and the hose and the wheelbarrows and the tractors. There's somebody picking up some garbage, and what a great example for the kids. This environment, you want to take care of it on so many levels. It is teaching to take care of your environment and be good to the environment. So hats off to what they're doing and getting the families involved and starting early. It's awesome. There's a guy looking with the metal detector looking for something. So I am going to read this article from the Cancun Sun. The title is Playa del Carmen Tourist Warned of Recent Incidents on These Popular Beaches. If there's one thing more than anything else that tourists flock to the Mexican Caribbean for, it's for its beaches. Places like Cancun and Playa del Carmen are perfect getaways, especially during the winter months, as they are home to picture-perfect beaches with sugary sands and crystal blue waters that could honestly match any other location in the world. The last thing that tourists want to be worried about on vacation is if they are swimming in, well, sewage. Alarming incident on Playa del Carmen beaches. It was reported a few days back that black water was spilling into the sea in Playa del Carmen, most likely sewage from a broken pipe, causing alarm for the local community and tourist service providers. The problem was reported near the 4th Street and 6th Streets of the city, with videos of the black water beginning to circulate on social media, something the city certainly does not want when trying to hold its current reputation as a tourist hotspot. Tourist providers alerted the relevant authorities in the hope that there would be immediate action on the issue, but so far there has been no response, and it is continuing to flow into the sea. When considered as a tourist hotspot in the Mexican Caribbean, businesses of that location walk a tightrope to ensure they maintain the coveted title, as it brings with it huge benefits to the local economy and in turn provides job security and financial stability to local families. An issue like sewage flowing into the sea, which is in plain sight of tourists who pass through the area and can see the constant flow of wastewater, would be a cause for concern in most people's opinion. What is even more alarming is that this is not the first time this incident has occurred. When the Mexican Caribbean is hit by heavy rains, the problem arises, affecting 5th Avenue and the beach area of Playa del Carmen. Former Secretary of Municipal Public Services states that the issue was common when the drainage system becomes saturated with water, overflows at low points of the city. So there you have the article, and here is some seaweed. Seaweed and garbage are not the issue here. The sewage is the issue here, and it's reoccurring. The city knows it's happening. I can smell the water now. The water does not look clean, and there's a little bit of a froth. You can see there's these places that have standing water kind of between the rocks, and they've got a little bit of foam in it, and I think that might be the sewage runoff, but you can smell it here. Yeah, so I can smell that water. There's not a lot of seaweed in there, but I can smell the water and I can smell the sewage. So it looks like there is sewage here. Seaweed's not the issue, garbage isn't the issue, but there's some sewage that's flowing in, and some of this still water here, you can see a little bit of foam or something on the top of it right now. I'm going to be monitoring this for the next couple days. I'll be back in a couple days with another video on this. So I'm going to say thanks for coming along on the walk. Sewage is an issue here. I'm going to say ciao for now, and I'll see you in a couple days. I'm going to be checking this out.